Hey everybody, this is A7X Fan Ben with a little fleet showcase video. So this is something people have recommended from the survey results that I've seen, and I've done this a tiny bit a couple times in the past, but it was more in terms of making a new fleet than showcasing one that I've already finished. So this time I'm going to be talking about how to run gold with the Mercenaries in a 40-point game. This is not something I would recommend because the Mercenaries are, without a doubt, the worst faction in the game, especially for running gold, because as we can see from the master keyword list, Mercenary keyword says this ship cannot dock at its own home island, must begin the game SOA from its home island. So the second part is kind of good, but the first part pretty much handicaps the entire faction or cripples them and means they almost can't win. But there are a few ways to get around it, so I'm going to show you those in this fleet here, and you can check out the description as well, the description for the fleet, and you can check out the description of this video to see the fleet on Miniature Trading. So it's called 2 Mercenary Gold Runners, so in one 40-point fleet, which is pretty strange. So, and if you want to see the full format, go to the top right corner. It'll say extended format, and you can do short display to get it back to the original. I like to always link to the extended format because it's easier to look at, and people don't have to click as much to see the game pieces, what they do, what they look like, the abilities, and everything. So the core of this fleet are basically 3 submarines, and 2 of them are going to be running gold. So the Slipstream is a really unique submarine that the Mercenaries have. I don't actually own this one physically yet, but it's from the Message in a Bottle pack, which is quite rare for Mysterious Islands. And it's a submarine that allows crew of any nationality to use their abilities on this ship, which is big because the Spanish have a crew called Bianco's Haulers. Says this ship may unload cargo at your home island if she's within S of it, which is similar to the Dory's keyword. So that way you don't even have to dock. So if you're within S, you can unload gold, unload cargo in general. So in this case, the Slipstream has 3 cargo, and then Bianco's Hauler comes aboard, so that would be 2. But then the Spanish have another crew, Master Bianco, who basically controls the haulers, or they kind of work for him, flavor text-wise. So they link, so then Master Bianco, so basically the link adds 1 cargo space between the 2 of them. So then the Slipstream has 4 cargo because of that, but then Master Bianco adds 1 because of his ability, so that's 5, but then Bianco's Haulers still take up space, so it goes back down to 4. So the combo overall gives you net +1 cargo. And then the Oarsman, I might actually eliminate that from the fleet because this crew takes up no cargo space. That wouldn't stack with Master Bianco, so that would decrease the cargo back down to 2. So I might actually take that out at some point. But anyway, so that's a little interesting thing about the Oarsman keyword. If you use it with a +1 cargo crew, they actually do take up space because that part of the ability still can't stack. So anyway, so I'll probably take the Oarsman out, but either way, the Slipstream is set up pretty well to run gold for a Mercenary. And the submarine keyword is key here, pun intended, I guess, because they can submerge, of course, and therefore not be shot at while they're underwater. And I'm saying they because the Devil Ray is the other gold runner. This one is actually one of the best Mercenary Gold Runners, although they don't really have many at all that are good at that. But this is mainly because it says when submerged, this ship gets +L to her base move. So she only has S speed, but if you're going to submerge her, because she's a submarine, it's more of a defensive gold runner than an offensive ship. So when she's submerged, she'll be moving SL, and then she's got 3 cargo spaces open for gold. So then you can get gold with the Devil Ray. And the Devil Ray won't be able to unload at your home island within S, because she won't have Bianco's Hauler's ability. So she needs a canceller to cancel the Mercenary keyword. So that's where the Mobilis comes in. This is a submarine that has the canceling ability built in. So the Mobilis will be both a defensive escort and kind of like a home island helper to cancel the Mercenary keyword of the Devil Ray, so the Devil Ray is able to dock. So once you cancel the Mercenary keyword, those ships with that keyword are able to dock at their home island. So it's a very expensive workaround, and it's not, again, I don't really recommend trying to win with this type of fleet. It's not going to win many games, but it's more just a case of how the Mercenaries can win, and they can be, I guess, viable, sort of, even at a 40-point limit, which is the standard build total, of course. And I included Enemy of the State because it says this ship gains the Mercenary keyword. All 3 of the ships already have that, so you're not losing out on anything. So if anything, you're just going to deny your opponent some gold that way. Hopefully, if one of their gold runners finds it, and then they have to like transfer it to a gunship just to get that gold runner, you know, home with gold or whatever. So it's an interesting fleet. Kind of, again, not recommended, but just kind of proves the point that even the mercenaries can run gold in a 40-point game. Not very effective, and this fleet is still pretty fragile, but between the submarine keyword and a canceller, it's pretty defensive, and there is some cargo available, especially once I hopefully switch the oarsmen out or make some kind of change. So it's still kind of a cool fleet. So if you want to see the fleets of a person of one of the members at Miniature Trading, up in the top right, you can see your profile, and then if you right click on that, and then I open like some new tabs usually, so I don't lose what I have up otherwise, and then you can just edit the URL to change it to their username. So I've got my page up here, and then you can go down to contributions, and then A7X Van has built the following armies, which in this case are fleets. So 115 fleets for Pirates CSG. So anyway, and more coming soon, probably, at least in sometime soon. So I'll peek on eBay to see if I can find any of these game pieces. Rain Tiger may have some, though they might be kind of overpriced, like a lot of the game pieces actually are in the game as well. But anyway, so that's kind of just a little mini fleet showcase, talking about how mercenaries can actually run gold even in smaller point games. So again, not recommended. It's probably not going to win very much, but you could get some gold, and if your opponents are not using fleets that are much better, or if it's just a fun casual game, you might even be able to pull off a win, which would be pretty amazing, to be honest. So let me know if you want me to do more of these fleet showcase videos. I do enjoy them. Sometimes the description in the existing fleet is kind of enough, so I don't always feel the need to do a video about it as well. And I might try to tie in some of the fleet showcases with the games they were actually used in. This one I haven't used quite yet. It's a fleet I came up with not too long ago. They kind of took existing concepts and then combined them into one like smaller fleet. So anyway, so let me know if you want to see more videos of this type. But beyond that, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon for more Pirates content.